Loading slowly. Okay, so that's loaded. Okay, no, wait a minute. What am I doing? Okay, let me close. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let me close that screen then. Okay, now we're loaded live on YouTube. I need to pull up Mr. Harris's paperwork. Okay, I have it on my screen. Mr. Harris, can you raise your right hand for me?
I'm good.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Thank you. Put your hand down, Mr. Harris. I'm about to share my screen with you. Let me just see. I'm hoping I can share my screen.
I see you well enough.
Hold on.
It's not.
Carissa, can you get Alex to come in here?
Okay, I'm on the way.
This never used to come up before. So what do I do? Usually I would do, well, let me just do this. And then again.
So the issue you're having is this is a brand new Zoom
Uh-huh.
that we just put on today.
All right.
They asked for the update. So I know about as much as you do right now.
Okay, are we going to do it without sharing the screen? I can't do it without sharing the screen. Stop sharing. Wait a minute. Am I sharing?
Stop sharing.
Okay. Usually, like I hit here, share the main session only, right? Or the breakout rooms. Which one? Main.
Session.
All right. And then let me hit this maybe. Okay. Let's see. Or maybe this. Well, let's see.
So ask Jim.
Jim, can you see my document screen?
I can, Judge.
You can?
I can. Yes, sir.
Yes, he said yes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can.
All right.
Jim can.
Okay. All right. Can you see the screen, sir?
Harris. Yeah, I see the screen.
Harris?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your name Kevin Harris?
Yes.
Are you the same Kevin Harris when this cause number 736-781, who is charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yeah.
This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes.
Looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video, and you've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. Is that correct?
I'm good.
I'm sorry, is that correct that it's okay we do this by video?
Yes.
Is
That
that a
is
yes,
correct.
sir? Okay. I'm now looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yeah. I had $100 left on my bill too. You getting that
Okay,
off
sir.
too?
Sir, if you'll just listen to my questions and answer my questions, it'll go a lot sooner. Did you go over this document with your attorney? Is
Yeah,
that a yes?
we just covered it.
Okay. And did he explain it to you?
Yeah.
And do you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Thank you. Let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country, sir?
Yeah,
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that?
yeah.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty,
No
or
contest.
no contest? Did you say no contest?
No contest.
Okay. And you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah, I understand it. I plead no contest.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir, I plead no contest.
Okay. Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No.
You're doing this of your own free will. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Judge, that agreement is for a $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 45 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrently, and the state would respectfully request that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Oldesdorf?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you agree to this, Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Then, Mr. Harris, the court having heard your plea of no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 45 days in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. If this is the only case holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today. Okay?
Yes.
Good luck to you. Take care.
Judge, Jim Oltersdorf,
Yes, sir.
the number I put on there is wrong. It should be 736-281, not 736-781.
Karine, can you change that? Can you fix that? Karine?
Yes,
Clerk?
Judge, I'll fix it.
Okay, it'll be fixed. Thank you, Jim.
281. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jim.
Okay,
Thank you. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Preston, you ready for a plea?
Oh,
I just need to go over the paperwork with my client.
Okay, well, you were in room 3, am I right?
Yes, I'm sorry, I accidentally closed out of the
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah, that's fine. I'm moving you back to 3. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
All righty. Frankie, I'm going to let's see, is Edward? Oh, we should kind of went back. Okay. Frankie, I'm moving you to room 8 for right now. I don't know what happened. Oh, Frankie is here. Okay. Okay. Room
Okay.
6.
They-
Okay.
They did an upgrade on the Zoom and nothing is the same as it was.
Well,
Okay.
no, the upgrade hasn't taken place yet, Judge. They're gonna come at 11 to upgrade all the computers. Even the ones in the courtrooms are not,
Well, they
need to be-
changed it. Let me just say, it's not the same as it was when I was here 2 weeks ago on sharing the
Okay.
screen.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to share my screen right now with you guys and tell me if you see it.
All right, Judge.
Do you see it?
No,
Let's
Judge.
see. You see it now?
Yes,
see.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go back and let me do another mode just to see what that is. I'm going to now share.
Got quite a bit.
What's going on now? Do you see? What do you see now?
You're seeing us, Judge. It's the same.
Okay, but you're
screen.
not seeing the document anymore, are you?
Correct, and not. No.
Okay. All right. So then I have to do the other one. Okay. So when I do this, share main session only, and do this, now that you can see.
Yeah,
Right?
you have to open up a document,
See.
but yes.
Okay. Okay, that's a complete change from what I did 2 weeks ago. What are they trying to do? Make me learn new stuff? I
No,
can't,
no,
I can't
Judge.
believe they're doing that. All right.
Why?
Why do I have to learn new stuff? All right. So we're waiting now for
All the breakout rooms are full, Judge.
Okay. And we're still plodding along. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Can it get more exciting? I don't know.
We're just taking off slow this morning, Judge.
It's probably a good thing because this whole setup is every time I come here, it's like a new adventure when it, nothing's the same anymore. God. Uh-oh, I got the bailiff coming in. What's wrong now?
Come on,
Let me mute this. I gotta
yeah,
talk to the bailiff.
while they're talking, Mr. Cano, are you ready?
Okay, so, can you hear me okay? All
Yes,
right,
I can.
there seems to be a lot more buttons on this thing that I remember. I'm sorry, I'm trying to
That's
get
okay.
used to it.
Okay.
Anyway, so Mr. Hardaway apparently may have another lawyer, but he also has a federal warrant that I think I need to know about. We got a proposal, but I think he's not prepared to take that at this time, and so we're going to have to look into challenging at least one of the cases that he's got.
Okay, so we're going on all three. The state wants is that right? How we're going on all three cases?
I thought so. That was my understanding, at least on the misdemeanor side.
Okay, all right. All right, Mr. Cano, you want me to send these cases back to County Court 9?
Yeah, I think so. I hope we can get in within the next week or two because
Okay.
I showed that Raymond Vale is on 2 of his 3 cases, but I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. But
Not sure either.
Yeah.
According to the docket here, it's got your name on all 3 cases.
oh, okay. Well, that's
um,
I'm not so much worried about that. I do have some concerns about the federal case that they got a warrant out for him on. I better look into that before I start doing deals here. I'm afraid it might hurt him in that case.
Okay.
So I need to know a little bit more about that.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna send them back, no agreement. Is that right, Mr. Cano?
Oh, Judge, I'm sorry. I didn't know you could hear all that, but yes, sir, please.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention, so it's okay. All right. So no agreement
Yes,
and
Judge,
send
send
back.
back.
Okay.
Yes. All right, Mr. Cano, we'll see
Thank
you
you,
next
Mr.
time.
Cano. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yes, sir. You have a nice day.
Striking out,
Okay.
Judge. We've been striking out. Any cases, okay.
So we still have one on page 1. We got one on page 2. Got a couple. Well, we got one on page 3, page 4, page 5. On page 5, we don't have one, and 8-6. Okay. Whew. And Terry, who is the attorney for the
Misdemeanor?
misdemeanors?
Karen Corby, Judge. She's already called me.
Karen
I'm gonna
Corby.
text her. Yeah, Karen
Okay.
Corby.
I just
I'll
didn't
text
have
her.
it typed on here, so I just want
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm doing the docket now, Judge, so I'm trying to do it the easiest, fastest way I can get my work done.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
breakout rooms are full, Judge. Still waiting for Abel
Okay.
Dominguez to get into a room, but we're moving along. Hopefully, we'll do a
Okay.
plea sometime today. We've been striking out, Judge.
Nobody wants to play.
All right, Preston is back. Heimberger, what's going on?
We have accepted an offer for time served.
Okay, got it. Did she
Okay.
sign your paperwork?
She did.
Yeah, I have it on
Okay.
my screen.
Excellent. I'll let the
Okay,
bailiffs know to put.
let me pull it up on my screen. Okay, it's on my screen. So then I need Miss Holland on the auxiliary court bench if we can. Okay. All right, Miss Holland,
Yes.
can you raise your right hand? Do you
Yes.
swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I am. Yes, it will.
Okay, thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to see if I can share my screen with you. Okay, do you see the screen, man?
Yes, I do.
Is your name Cindy Holland?
Yes, it is.
Are you the same Cindy Holland who in this cause number 734-764 who's charged with the offense of criminal trespass of a habitation? Is that
Yes.
you?
Yes, it is.
This case is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in this case you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video, and you have signed it and your attorney signed it. Did you go, when you signed this document, what you did was you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
I'm looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you have signed it. Your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, I did. Yes, I have.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, he did.
And do you understand it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, I am.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass and habitation, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Okay. Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, no one.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anybody promised you anything in order to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Judge, there is. It is for a $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 34 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the state would respectfully request that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Heimberger?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you agree to this, Ms. Holland?
Yes, I do.
Then, Ms. Holland, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentenced you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentenced you to 34 days in the Bexar County Jail. I give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. If this is the only case holding you, then you should be released sometime today. Okay?
Yes,
Good luck to you, ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And thank you, Mr. Einberger. You may be excused. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got next. I have
I got-
a Mac on my
Yeah,
screen.
Mac Antonio is right here.
Hold on, sir. Let me find you on my paper docket. That's on page 4 of my docket. Okay. Let me pull up that paperwork on my screen. Okay, Mr. Mack, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, do you see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Antonio Mack?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Antonio Mack who in this cause number CC 720-507 who's charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at a document on my screen entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, this court can still find you guilty? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to do this?
No, sir.
Besides any kind of plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No, sir.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Your Honor, the agreement is for a $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 50 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent. And the state would respectfully request that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Vale?
It is, Judge.
Do you agree with this, Mr. Mack?
Yes, sir.
Then, Mr. Mack, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 50 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money to run current, and the judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Vale?
It is, Judge.
If this is the only case holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today, okay? Can't tell you exactly when, but it should be sometime today. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Vale, thank you. You can be excused.
Thank you, Judge. I think I have one more. I'm not sure.
Oh, you do? Oh,
From
Benny.
Mr. Bennett, but I don't know if they were able to get him into the room.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
He's in one.
Okay, go ahead and go back to one, Mr. Vale.
Okay. I will
Thank you,
do that.
sir. All right, thank you, sir.
okay.
You know how to do that, Mr. Vale?
I got a paperwork on Mr. Valdez on my screen.
It's Abel Dominguez, Judge. He's here.
Okay, hold on. Let me find him. Okay. So, Mr. Dominguez, are you ready on this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm pulling up Mr. Valdez's paperwork on my screen.
I got Mr. Valdez at the table.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Valdez,
Yes, sir.
can you raise up your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Mr. Dominguez, Mr. Valdez has got two cases. I have one of his cases on my screen, which is the 36085 case. What's happening to the other case?
Judge,
The other
we're
case,
going
Your
to,
Honor, will be TIC.
It'll be TIC? Okay. Thank you. All right. Now, Mr. Valdez, I'm about to share my screen with you. Do you see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Damian Valdez?
That's correct.
Are you the same Damian Valdez who in this cause number 2024 CC 736085 who's charged with the offense of cruel trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video, and you have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
And did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. Let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
Looking now at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No.
Besides the plea bargain, that's your lawyer got for you. Besides that, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it? There is.
Yes, Judge, there is a plea bargain. That agreement is for a $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence to 12 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent. In addition, Judge, the state will be taking into consideration cause number 729062, and the state would request respectfully that judgments in these two cases be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in these cases, Mr. Dominguez?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Do you agree this, Mr. Valdez?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Valdez, in cause number 2024 CC 736-085, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. Following the plea bargain, I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 12 days in the Bear County Jail. I give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent, judgment satisfied. Taken into consideration will be cause number 729062. That means that case will be dismissed and returned for your plea in this case. And I'll ask the district attorney to please send me that dismissal by the end of the Zoom meeting today.
My apologies, Your Honor. You
Yes,
may
sir.
have it in your inbox now, sir.
Okay, thank you. If this is the only case holding you, then you should be released sometime today. Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Dominguez, you may be excused. Thank you.
Judge.
Sign the dismissal on that case you just sent me, Mr. Clay. Let me just sign that so we get that out of the way.
Yes, sir.
And that's on Valdez. I'm signing it. It's going off to cyberspace somewhere, wherever it lands. I don't know. Okay. Now let me do this and complete that. Okay. Okay. So then we're still now just waiting on people. What's going on? Let me see.
Yeah, we got Raymond Vale in room 1 and Frankie in room 2. Those are the last two I have left, Judge. All the rest have been.
Okay.
Frankie's on Burke's on page 1, and Mr. Vale is doing what's his name? Bennick, page 6, Judge. And those are the only two I got left.
Okay. Can I start going over the
Bonds, Judge?
bonds, or
Okay, let me get Sonia in here.
or should I just wait for these two to finish?
It's up to you. Who do you have there?
Burks.
Oh, Burks. Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Vale should be coming out then. Burks
Okay.
is. Mr. Vale should be coming
Except
out.
I don't see any paperwork on my screen for Burks.
Okay.
Let's see.
According to Leonard, he signed, Judge.
I'm not seeing anything on my screen. Can you double check to see if he signed his paperwork, please? It's kind of unusual. Mr. Sandoval is still in his breakout room. Okay, can I get a deputy's attention?
Go ahead, Judge.
can you check to see if he signed his paperwork and
That's
and
what.
can
that-
someone
that-
check on Mr. Sandoval in his breakout room because he's not moved out?
Yeah, they're checking on the paperwork, Judge.
Okay. Oh.
Did you sign? Did you type in your name and stuff? Oh, come on. Come on.
He's not ready yet, Judge.
Okay. Okay, I've got now Mr. Bennick's paperwork on my screen.
Hey, Teresa.
Hello there, Mr. Vale. You ready on Bennett?
Yeah, a couple of things. So when I did
Okay.
this paperwork, I thought I was under the impression it was going to be a JSAT or a plea, but the plea offer I got over the weekend is for probation only. So we didn't do a probation app. That's the first thing that'll have to be corrected. The second thing was the range of punishment. When I was doing this, I was actually out of town and I clicked the wrong button. It should be a DWI second.
Okay.
I've explained that to my
I
client.
can change that. That can be corrected.
Yes,
That's all right. Okay, so then let me first of all pull up his paperwork on my screen, Mr. Bennick. I have a screen. I have a paper. Okay. Mr. Bennick, can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay. Do you see my screen?
I do.
Okay. is your name John Bennick? Oh, let me make sure I understand. What is your true name, sir?
Harm John Bannock Jr.
Okay. And are you the same person who in this cause number under the name of Harm Bennick Jr., who's charged with the offense of DWI? Is that you?
I am.
And this is cause number CC 726 754. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now it says here you should be actually charged with DWI as a second. Is that right, Mr.
Correct.
Mr. Vale?
Correct, Judge. Again, the offense needs the second added to it, and the range of punishment
Okay.
should be for DWI second.
Okay. Karine, can you change that DWI to a DWI second?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. You're charged with DWI as a second offense, and it's possible in your case you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 30 days in jail up to 1 year. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
I do.
Looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed, that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you've signed it, and your attorney signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes.
Did your attorney explain it to you?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
I do.
Hold on, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
I am.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it, and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So then, to the offense of DWI is a second offense. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand that the court can still find you guilty on a plea of no contest.
Correct.
You understand that? Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you? Besides that, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No.
You're doing this of your own free will.
I am.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Judge. The agreement is for a $700 fine plus court costs, 1 year over 18 months probation, 60 hours of community service, a DWI intervention class, a VIP live class,
Hold
a
on. Okay.
a TAP evaluation, and to follow the recommendations, and ignition interlock for half the term if Mr. Bennick is continuing to drive.
Okay. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, Mr. Vale?
It is, Judge.
Do you agree to this, Mr. Bennick?
Yes.
And Mr. Bennick, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $700 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 1 year. Put that down here. In the Bexar County Jail. However, I suspend that sentence, place you on probation for 18 months. I make it a condition of your probation that you do 60 hours of community service, that you take a DWI intervention program. And let me find that on my screen. Hold on. I know it's here somewhere. I've seen it before.
There it is.
Well, there's a DIP Live.
There's UW. Yeah.
And DWI intervention. Is that like APSC or ATSC?
No, Your
no.
Honor, I'm looking.
It's on the bond owner miscellaneous, Judge.
There you go.
Oh, right there. Yeah, real small. Okay. And doing a TAP evaluation, follow all the recommendations, ignition interlock for 1/2 the term.
Judge, for clarification, may we ask the defendant if he owns a vehicle or?
Do you own a vehicle? Will you be driving a vehicle?
I do own a vehicle.
Okay,
You do own one? Okay.
thank you.
All right. And then on the supervisory monthly fee, can you make it whatever the minimum is that whatever court he's in gives out as a minimum? Alex, please.
Yeah, it's $35.
Okay. All right. You're going to have to talk to the probation officer. So when we finish here, don't let them take you away because you still have to talk to the probation officer. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Good luck to you. And Mr. Vale, thank you. You can be excused.
Thanks, Judge.
And deputies, hold him for the probation officer, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Thanks, sir.
deputies.
Take care.
Okay. And we have one more. We should have one more left with Mr. Let's see, who is it? Mr. Burks, right? And he was supposed to have been ready before. What's going on, guys? Terry, you're muted. I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Yes, Judge. He is filling out new paperwork. He messed up on the last paperwork, Judge, where one of the forms he could not sign. So
Okay.
he needed new paperwork, Judge. So he couldn't fill out the trial court paperwork. So
Okay, can we-
I had to delete the old one and get the new one. And
Can we get pretrial to come in and
Yeah.
go over the docket with me while we're waiting on that then?
She's here, Judge.
I'm here. Maria.
Okay, Maria, thank you. On the misdemeanors, can we go over the misdemeanors real fast?
Yes, sir.
All right, number 1 bonded out, number 2
Oh,
bonded out, number 3 not handled because of a warrant. Number 2 not handled because of a warrant. Number 3 bonded out.
Correct.
Number 4 refused. Number
Correct.
5,
Number 5 should be there.
okay. Number 6 not handled. And then the next page, number 7 not handled. Number 8 refused. Number 9 refused. What about number 10?
Number 10 should be there.
Okay. Let me look at now the felonies. Number 1, number 2, and number 3 either released on bond or not handled. What
Correct.
about 4?
Number 4 bonded out.
On bond? Okay. 5 and 6 not handled. 7?
Cancel.
I'm sorry, I can't hear over that. What was that? Number 7 again?
Number 7 should be there.
Okay. 8,
8 should be there.
9 released on bond. 10 not handled. 11,
Should be there.
12, 13, 14, and 15 either released on bond or not handled.
Correct.
Turn page here. 16 released on bond. What about 17?
17 should be there.
18 and 19 released on bond. What about 20?
20 and 21 should be there.
22 not handled. 23
23 has a warrant.
not handled then.
A Tigo.
24. Whoever that is,
What's the difference?
is that the auxiliary court bench? I'm going to mute it for now. Maybe that's it. 24, 25, 26, 27, either not handled or rescheduled.
Correct.
28,
28 should be there.
And we're good, Teresa, we're gonna need a Spanish interpreter on 28.
Just
Okay.
calling them.
29, not handled. 30,
Should be there.
okay. 31 and 32, not handled. 33,
Should be there.
34, 35, not handled. 36,
Should be there.
okay. So we've gone over the bonds. We're still waiting on Mr. Sandoval. Gonna give him a few minutes. I'll ask Teresa to stick her head in there. And Miss Corby, you've only got 2 clients, so we'll do you as fast as I can.
Karen just has 2 misdemeanors if you wanna just do those, Judge.
As soon as I do this last plea, I'll do you first, okay? I'm waiting on 1 misdemeanor plea. Teresa, can you stick your head in there and ask Mr. Sandoval if it's gonna be much longer? If it is, then
Yeah, it is, Judge, because he's asking me for the SID number and all that. So yeah, it's gonna be a little
Okay.
bit.
So I'm gonna take us off of YouTube for now.